Hi Russian learners, Oksana here, welcome to my channel. So today as usual we are continuing learning Russian, and today I wanted to tell you about a group of nouns in the Russian language which are of the foreign origin. We'll write them down, we'll learn how they're spelled and pronounced, and we'll learn how the way they are translated into Russian, and we'll talk about some specific rules of their usage in the sentence. So first of all, let us write these nouns down, and then we'll talk more about them. So the first noun is this one, which is chassé. Chassé, the stress falls on the last syllable. Chassé means highway. Chassé, chassé, chassé. The second noun of a foreign origin is this one, which is métro, 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 and it means underground, underground. Next we have taxi, taxi, taxi. You can guess that it means taxi. Next we have café, café, café. So you can see that it ends in ye, but it is pronounced as e. Café, and it means cafe. Next we have interview, interview. Can you guess what it means? It means interview, of course. Interview, the stress falls on the last syllable, and interview means interview. Next we have coupé, coupé, coupé. Again, the ye is pronounced as e. Coupé means compartment, like in the train. Next we have this one, which is radio, radio, radio. The stress on the first syllable. Radio means radio, of course. Next we have atelier, atelier. Atelier, here ye is pronounced as ye in the end, and it means office, oh sorry, not office, but a workshop. Workshop, like when where the dresses, like clothes, are made, something like that. Then we have bureau, bureau, bureau. It can mean bureau or office, office. And then we have the last one for today, which is pальто, 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 and it means overcoat, overcoat. So these are the all of these nouns are of a foreign origin. They came from foreign languages into Russian, and if we look at them, they basically all end in either or ye, and there are some exceptions, like taxi ends in e, or interview ends in u. So the most important thing about all of these nouns is, first, they are new to gender, all of them new to gender, which you have to remember. So, and the last thing that is very important about these nouns is they are unchangeable. What does unchangeable means? It means that their form, the form that you see here, stays the same in the sentence, no matter the grammar, like aspect that is like has to be applied to it. Like for example, you know that in Russian there exists a notion of cases. Like every noun used in a sentence has to follow the case rule, meaning the certain endings has to be added to or changed in this noun so that it can be used in a sentence in a grammatically correct way. And these nouns don't follow the case rule. Whenever they are used in a sentence, whichever case is applied, they are always staying the same. the case does not apply to them, the case rules. And also another thing in which they are unchangeable is that they don't have a plural form. Like the plural forms of Russian nouns is made by changing the endings of nouns, but in this case not only you do not have to change the endings of these nouns to make them plural, they actually don't have a plural form. Like they don't exist in a plural like notion. They are always singular. So that are two important things that you have to know about these nouns. And if we are let us next also make some phrases with these nouns and to see how they like interact with other parts of speech. I'm talking about, of course, the most important part of speech that is used with a noun, which is an adjective. So if all of these nouns are of a neuter gender, so the adjective used with this noun has to be of a neuter gender as well. So let us make some examples. For example, let us take the noun interview. If we are trying to make a phrase with it with an adjective, let us say that the interview can be interesting. Let us write it in Russian. So it will be интересное интервью. Interview. So interesting interview. Interesting interview. Интересное интервью. So interview is a noun of a neuter gender. So the adjective used with it has to be of a neuter gender, and interesting is translated into Russian as интересный. Интересный is a dictionary form of an adjective which has to be of a masculine gender as well. So all of the adjectives you see in the dictionary are of a masculine gender, but here we have to change this masculine gender adjective into neuter gender. It is achieved by changing the ending y into oye. So here you see this ending oye. So that makes the whole adjective as neuter. So that is how you make a grammatically correct phrase with this with one of these foreign origin noun. Let us also take this example with the word пальто, which is overcoat. Let us say that the overcoat is new. So it will be новое пальто. Новое пальто. So again, the new translates as новый, which is the dictionary form masculine gender, and here the пальто, the noun пальто is of a neuter gender. So the adjective новый, new, has to be transformed into a neuter gender form by changing the ending y into oye. So here we see that the adjective новое is neuter as well as the noun. And the last example, let us say that cafe is favorite. So favorite is любимый, but in the neuter gender it will be любимое кафе. Cafe. Любимое кафе. Again, cafe is a neuter gender. And favorite, любимый, is a dictionary form, but the neuter gender version of it is любимое. Neuter gender. And if we are also talking about other parts of speech that can correspond to the nouns, and it is personal pronouns, and personal pronouns are usually used to substitute an adjective, a noun in a sentence. So like, for example, when you're talking about like cafe, you may say, like, firstly you introduce this word cafe. You say, like, I went to a cafe yesterday. Я вчера ходил в кафе. I went to a cafe yesterday and it was good. Оно было хорошим. So in this case, in order to not repeat the word cafe, you replace it with the pronoun it, And in Russian, all of these nouns can be substituted with the personal pronoun of a neuter gender as well, just like the adjectives used with it has to be of a neuter gender as well. And so these nouns can be substituted with the pronoun оно. It is a neuter gender personal pronoun. So when you are talking about, have a long conversation about one of these nouns, in order to not repeat it over and over again, you can in one sentence say this noun fully and then replace it with a pronoun оно. And also, that is the general rule, but there's also exceptions, of course. There are two nouns that I wanted to talk to you about, which are a little bit different. The first one is coffee. 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 Coffee means coffee. And why I say that it is different, you may say it ends in ye, it has to be neuter. What is the deal with it? The deal with it is that even Russians make mistakes when using this word, coffee. And what you have to know is this noun, coffee, is actually masculine gender. Masculine gender. But some Russians think this noun is neuter and make mistakes when using it. But when we are trying to make a phrase with this noun, we will say that the hot coffee is hot. We will say that it is горячий кофе. So seeing that the noun coffee is masculine, the adjective used with it has to be of a masculine gender as well. That is the dictionary form, so the ending stays the way it is in the dictionary. Masculine, и горячий кофе. And Russians always make these mistakes saying горячее кофе, like it is a neuter gender now. But it is actually incorrect, and you have to remember that coffee is of a masculine gender. And another exception is this one, which is евро. Евро means euro, which is money used in Europe, and euro is masculine as well, though it ends in o. It is actually masculine, and let us make a phrase with it, which is this one, последний евро, which is the last euro. Like, I just spent my last euro. I know this is said, but this is just the example that I came up with. And here you may see that the adjective последний, meaning last, is used in a masculine gender with the e ending, which is the dictionary form ending, because the noun евро is of a masculine gender. Though the ending of it might indicate a neuter gender, but it is actually a masculine gender. So, what we have to remember that basically all of the nouns of a foreign origin has to be of a neuter gender. Their forms are unchangeable, that is, they don't follow the case rules and they don't have the plural forms. So when they are used in a sentence, they are always the same. They don't change their endings or anything like that. But there are two exceptions, which are coffee and евро, which are actually masculine, and so they are the adjectives used with it has to be of a masculine gender, as well as the pronouns. The personal pronoun will be of a masculine gender, which is on. So if you are substituting these nouns in a sentence, you will use the masculine pronoun on. And all of the other rule, which are the changeability of these nouns, stays the same. These nouns are also unchangeable. Their forms stays the same in the sentence. They don't follow the case rules, and they don't have plural forms. So that is it, and I think that is a very important theme to talk to you about today, and I hope you found this video informative. I highly encourage you to give enough time to study, to learn these words, because they are actually used pretty often in the Russian speech, and to be able to use them grammatically correct in your sentences will be a very great step up in learning, in like making advances in your learning process. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, do write them down under the video. I'll answer all of them, of course, and I will be also very grateful to you if you support my channel by giving this video your thumbs up, and by also to subscribing to my channel, and this way you will not miss out on the further videos which come out every day. And I will be very, very glad to see you again on my channel. So again, thank you for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.